And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be carrying on the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker main story. And as always, hello from Mithrie. Hello. So we are here in Elpis at 2423, and we need to talk to Hermes. The quest is called Aether to Aether. So something seems to be weighing on Hermes' mind. So tell me, Mithrie, in the course of watching me, have you learned ore of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis seemed promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Echion. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby occupites, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry? Or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupites were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of Ichion that is to blame. Their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Duros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path of the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait. If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Alright, so let's now catch up with Hermes. Okay, we caught up with Hermes again. It feels like all we're doing is chasing Hermes in this zone. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. A Lycon was indeed responsible. Or Icon. I don't know how to pronounce it. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emmett Sulk and I will search the area for good measure. Just to make sure that the Ichion did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow me, with Mithrie. Come. It's down the path and over the bridge. Alright. So, again, I guess we have to speak to Mithrie. So again, let's catch up. Okay, so he's caught up with Mithrie, so let's talk to her. So there it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Duros. Let's look for Duros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Antoine is not accompanying you. Cool. So, let's see if we can find this guy. Okay, so there's an Aether here as well, so I will be able to... Dark-haired man. Blonde-haired woman. Let me attune to this Aetherite while I'm here. Blonde-haired man. Okay. Let's see if this is the right person. Let's stick to the path. Let's pretend to be sensible. Duros. That's Duros. Well now, if it isn't Matoan, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Duros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Ikiones, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields in restraints, frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kittisis. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that an Ikeonan slaughtered Okiapites. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycaones would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we use Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. Allows us to erase and alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. There's too many terms in this zone, not too many names, so I'm not going to remember them. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pash Tarot may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand, the manipulation a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of Aether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. Understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat onto the world. Yet, insignificant though their individual lives may be, next to all creation, it is all the Ikeones have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. So, would it be possible for us to attend the discussion? Let Miselk make better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. Okay, so let's talk to Matoian. So, to man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Cool. I mean, yep, sounds realistic. Let's talk to Hermes. The next question is called a Sentimental Gift. You needn't be an Entedlichi, I don't know what word means, to feel the weight bearing down on Hermes. I fear discussion may take a while, during which time... Mitoyan, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting, I'll stay with Mithrie. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Mitoyan in your care again? I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Okay, let's talk to her. So, can you help me with something, Mithrie? Meeting with Hermes makes... Sorry, the meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting or beautiful or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions. What we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one. And I want you to search with me. Let's start here at the 12 Wonders. Okay, she's now accompanying me. Alright. So do we have to go far? Maybe we can just get another Elpis flower. Okay, tree and bloom. So, vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Oh, it's so big and bright, I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Cool. Then let's go to the next one. This slender tree. So, a tall slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next, don't worry. We won't wander too far. Alright. So let's go. Yep, so not too far. Can we sprint? Okay, she can sprint with us. Let's see what's on this flower bed. Just waiting for when they actually update the engine, if ever. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed. They're mix of colours forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. Alright. Again, we don't have to go too far. Let's see this familiar plant. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a coinoid. A flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Oh, good gift, maybe. But you're good, Mithrie. At sporting flowers. We'll find something soon. Okay, again, let's keep going. So hopefully, again, we don't have to travel too far. Uh-oh. Marlborough over there. Did I miss it? I missed it. I got distracted. So you find nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah. Over there, Mithrie. Something big. Something huge. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't seem... Maybe we'll fight this later. So a terrible stench reminiscent of sudden old booze pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is a marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis. The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave room for days. What do you think, Mithrie? Would he like it? It's probably not the good sort of memory. So, not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Mithrie, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there? I'll pick something after that, I promise. Okay. So again... Okay, we don't have to travel too far, so let's go. Okay, let's see if we can find anything in these lush fields and avoid the griffin. So, lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Ah, there's nothing. The shiny thing over there. What could it be? Oh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're Enteleshes. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always bright and white. Said that backwards. Truly, the flower was dark in your home? Then do you have it too? A dark emotion? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I've felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. You don't have to say it. I can feel it's something you want to hide. But won't you lend it to me, the darkness inside you? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. Truly, you'll do it? Thank you, Mithrie. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. Alright, so let's go back. We can teleport straight there. Alright. Where is she? There she is. So it seems that they're still talking. Let's wait until they're finished.
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on. You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Mission has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
It's a dude? I never would know. I thought it was a lady.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said, when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will. And when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering. Confusion and despair writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Metion's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Glad I could be of service. Let's have no more brooding, eh? Or, oh, I could tell you all about suffering.
To so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden, you are a strange one. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? that drives them day after day after day. To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Mithrie and her sisters. Sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Mithrie, let us head back.
All right!
Oh, late. Alright, let's talk to Hermes. The next quest is called Verdict and Execution. So Hermes appears solemn and sorrowful. So, an all too brief interlude perhaps, but it's time that I attend to my next task. As Endwalker and Hypholodus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Icyones. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as Chief Overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Icyones would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Hypholodius has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet, whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Icyones has served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you're resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We turn to the main aisle. Alright, do we have to go far? Yeah, we do. Alright, so let's catch up and speak with Doros. Okay, so we caught up with Doros. So, Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 Wonders. And the last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Mithrie handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emmett Selk. unneeded though it is. Itoyan, you are to stay here with Duros. For Hermes, the Iconians must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent on helping, then please, follow my lead. Alright, so do we have to go far to get to Hermes? A little bit. Alright, let's catch up with Hermes again. Okay, again, we've caught up to Hermes, so let's talk to him. So I appreciate your help, and lament that it is necessary. There is our quarry, within striking distance at present, but if feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You'll approach slowly in full view and draw the Acheon's attention. And now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not. By my measure, you are more than equal to this task. Withstand the onslaught for a few moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Alright. Face down. Get the fireballs. Okay. Oh, jeez. I should summon the chocobo. Let's do that. Alright. Are we done? Alright. What are we supposed to do now? Ah. Examine this destination.
Now.
That was easy.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high. Fly free.
And rip.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
Okay, let's talk to Amisulk. So, the other Icyonas have been taken care of. The incident is resolved and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Alright, that's complete. So, anyway guys, I think that's a good time to stop, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.